welcome back to my channel. Today on Make and Create Crafts, I'm going to be making awesome coasters. If you're wondering where I'm filming in my craft room, so please excuse the mess in the background, and now I'm going to show you what supplies you're going to need to craft these awesome coasters. What you're going to need is, of course, the coasters. Right now I have just plain white coasters, and I got them from around my house. These are 10-year-old coasters that are left over from my bathroom when my house was built, so they were just sitting around our house waiting to be used. Today I'm finally going to use them and make coasters out of them. They're perfect material and they work very, very well. I have 5 plus a large one right here. So you can do whatever size you want. You can make really big ones. So if you wanted a bowl or a plate on your table without being all like wet and stuff, and you don't want your table to get wrecked, you can use a super large one, which they do have those in stores. So if you don't have any left over in your house, you can always go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get some. These are super cheap and very reliable for coasters. Then, of course, you're going to need paint. Right now, I'm using bottled paint because I feel like that's going to work the best. And I have the most choice of color. You see, I have all of mine in rainbow orders, and I have quite a few glitters along here. So I'm going to have the most choice with all these paints. Then, I have a big tube of white acrylic paint, just because I only have one bottle right here. And I feel like that's going to run out if I'm trying to make pastels or anything. Then you're going to need some paintbrushes. I have my bucket of multiple paintbrushes. I have some skinnier ones and some thicker ones. I have some sponge brushes that are still usable from the other side. And then you're going to need tape. You can use Scotch tape or you can use crafting tape. I'm going to be using this because it's super skinny. And this is only for if you want to border the edges and then peel off so there's white in the background, or if you want to do those kind of designs, you're going to need tape. For example, if you wanted to just tape across in different triangle designs or on the border, if that makes sense, you'll need tape and scissors. You will also need for that if you're doing that, because you'll need to be able to cut the tape you're using. And then the last thing we're going to need, this is not mandatory, but I like to use it just for different textures and techniques that I can use to make my coasters. Q-tips. The little cotton ends are great for little polka dots or kind of different details. You can do like different textures. If you wanted to do a tree, these are very handy for doing leaves. So that's all you're going to need to make these awesome coasters. If you don't have the supplies, I recommend going to a craft store in your area. I go to Michael's or any other craft store that will have these supplies. Again, the tape and the scissors and the Q-tips are not mandatory, and it's not mandatory to have all these brushes. You just need 1 or 2 depending what designs you need. And you definitely don't need to have all this paint. I have a ton of paint, and I only brought it all up so I can have a huge selection. But really, you can make coasters with 3 bottles of paint, 1 coaster, a paintbrush, and that's it. You can make an awesome coaster with that. So don't worry about getting all the supplies because it's totally fine. It's up to you what you want to make and how you want to do it. So you guys are already thinking, stop talking and start painting. So that's what I'm going to do. Before we start, I wanted to apologize for my filming. I'm filming on a phone and an Amazon stand, so this is very difficult. I don't have any camera or equipment that I need for these kind of videos, but I'm doing it anyway and coping really well. So, sorry for that. I just wanted to apologize. Now let's get to the painting part. Sorry for the long wait. I forgot to edit this out, but it's actually a good time for me to explain some tips about how to paint some of these things. So our first one's going to have an ombre look, which it's best to take one color, mix it with white, so then use the original color on the bottom and the lighter version of the color on the top. That's if you want to blend 2 colors. As you can see, I'm using pink, and that's going to be the background for my little cake slice. What happened here was I was spinning my paintbrush in my cup, trying to get it washed and dry, but then my cup accidentally spilled over onto my coasters. It only touched one of them, and it didn't wreck my cake one, which was very good. As you see, this one totally got ruined by water damage all over it. Oh, that's too bad, but there's nothing really I can do about it. It was kind of supposed to look abstract, so I think I'm just going to keep it like this. Or maybe I'll have to repaint the whole other side, which will be a pain, but I guess we'll see later on in the video. Sorry I didn't get the footage of me fixing it up. As you can see, sorry for the shakiness, I put some little white kind of snowflake cloudy things. I think it looks really great and it hides all the flaws. So sorry I didn't film myself while doing that, but you'll get to see me do all of the other coasters. So sorry about that, guys. Once Your beautiful new masterpieces are done drying. What you're going to need to conceal them so that they don't get wrecked, they don't get scratched or anything bad like that is some nice concealer. I don't know if you can see, but this I'm using triple thick and it's acrylic concealer, but you can also use Mod Podge or other acrylic concealers from your local craft store. So now I'm just going to spread it on. I'm just going to, do a little swirly there. And then all you have to do is after that is take a paintbrush and spread it along. Don't bother Mod Podging the sides unless you've painted them because they're not likely to get wrecked. And once you've got the whole surface covered in that nice concealer, you're going to let it dry for over an hour and then you should be done. Time to show you the finished results of my awesome coasters. Drum roll, please. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me make my coasters. Stay tuned for more videos. Like, subscribe, and comment. Comment whether you want me to make a more instructional video that teaches you thoroughly how to make a coaster. So, thanks for watching again, and I hope you stay tuned for the rest of my videos. Bye!